anyone can see that Merida of Dunbrock sticks out like a sore thumb when standing next to the other Disney princesses. Wreck-It Ralph 2 is scheduled to hit the big screen in late 2018, and judging from this trailer, it looks like the princesses have it out for the first Pixar princess. Stick around to find out why Merida is breaking all of the rules. Don't forget to subscribe to The Things if you love staying up to date with the latest Disney news. Give us a big thumbs up, and more awesome videos will come your way. Now, let's find out why Princess Merida is getting roasted left, right, and center. Just 6 years before the movie Brave came out in theaters, Walt Disney Studios decided to join forces with Pixar. The House of Mouse bought Pixar and has been working alongside it ever since. Merida became an official Disney princess back in 2013, however, she isn't like the rest of the women in the group. Did you catch the latest Wreck-It Ralph 2 trailer? If so, you probably noticed how the Disney princesses were throwing some shade Merida's way. While she might not have done anything to warrant this, her differences make her easy to pick on. As soon as the brave star begins to speak, the princesses around her stare at her in disbelief. Vanellope von Schweiz's jaw practically hits the floor, and Princess Anna whispers,
"She's from the other studio."
while looking apologetic. While Merida might not get the joke, it's quite obvious that she's having some issues with communicating. Her incredibly thick accent makes it impossible to understand her.
If that's not pure mess, I don't know what is.
Which is why many of us hope that she'll have some subtitles in the movie. Did any of you understand what she said the first time around? If so, let us know what you think you heard in the comments, and we'll reveal what she really said at the end of this video. Despite the fact that Merida is a much-loved Disney princess, she's also the first Disney Pixar princess to join the group. This makes her different than the other girls in the dressing room. Top that off with her brute ways, and it's easy to see that the Disney princesses just don't know what to do with her. On top of all this, the Disney princesses might be a little jealous of her background. After all, hers is the opposite of what they had to go through. By now, we've seen the same tired plot over and over again. Girl feels lost, girl meets boy, boy saves girl, and they live happily ever after. If you're anything like us, you're a little sick and tired of these types of storylines. For centuries, this is the plot production Disney has been made to follow. However, after 2012's Brave came out, the Enchanted era ended with Pixar in its back pocket. At only 15 years old, Merida was being talked into marrying her betrothed. However, the last thing she wanted to do was get married. Nope, our girl Merida wanted to be as free as a bird. The fact that Merida is the first Disney princess who doesn't have a husband is a major deal. It's obvious that Disney is trying to shake up the norm by giving us something other than a love story to watch. This may be a little frustrating for the other Disney princesses, as they were made to marry from very early on. Look at Snow White, she got married at 14 years old. No wonder she's bitter. For the time being, it looks like Merida might stay single for the rest of her life, and there's nothing wrong with that. On another note, Merida also has something that the other princesses crave, a huge family. Have you ever wondered why Disney princesses tend to be raised by single fathers or evil stepmothers? Well, we have to, so allow us to clear this up for you. Out of the 11 Disney princesses on record, only 3 of them have mothers of their own. Mulan, Tiana, and Merida have managed to be raised by women, which might have given them the strength they needed to follow their hearts. The real reason for this reoccurring theme, however, has everything to do with Walt Disney and nothing to do with his princesses. You see, Walt Disney was traumatized by his own mother's passing, which prompted him to pass his pain onto his characters. Obviously, things needed to change, which is why many of the new princesses are starting to have both their parents present. The fact that Merida had both her mother, her father, and a bunch of siblings is quite astonishing though. Actually, it's a first. As a result of this, some Disney princesses might feel the need to roast their Scottish member. After all, she doesn't know what growing up alone feels like. Don't think this is a good enough reason to roast someone? Wait until you hear the last one on this list. When you think about Disney movies, you think about singing and dancing, right? Well, we hope you didn't get your hopes up when watching Brave, because singing and dancing don't exist in this movie. It is common knowledge that every single Disney princess has the voice of an angel. However, Merida never let her pipes shine bright like a diamond. This leads us to believe that she's either a terrible singer or she just doesn't like spending her time bursting into song. We're under the impression that the Disney princesses like to roast Merida for her awful voice. In the end, these ladies probably enjoy sharing a song or two behind the scenes, and she probably gets left out 100% of the time. So why is it that Merida refrains from singing a single note for the entirety of Brave? The reason behind this is quite simple. The girl doesn't want to sing. Disney has been changing the rules for quite some time now, but having a songless movie is quite absurd. Were you disappointed when you found out that singing and dancing had no place in Brave? If so, just know that you are not the only one. So, the moment we've all been waiting for is here. We're finally going to find out what Merida said in the Wreck-It Ralph 2 trailer. The Disney Pixar princess says the following: I gave me Mummy a cake. She turned into a big bear. My old yin tried to do her in, and if that's not a pure mess, I don't know what is. After seeing the look on Vanellope's face, Moana tells her that they can't understand her either, and Anna chimes in that she's from another studio. This Disney Pixar joke is definitely hilarious. Merida's thick Scottish accent is impossible to decipher, which will make her a hilarious character in Wreck-It Ralph 2. And who knows, maybe we'll hear her singing for the first time and get blown away. With so many Disney princesses to choose from, picking a favorite can seem impossible. If you had to choose one though, which one would it be? Let us know who your favorite princess is in the comments, and be sure to tell us what makes her so special to you.
She is a princess!
And that concludes why our beloved Merida is getting roasted by her fellow princesses. Thanks for watching. See you next time.